So this is the place. We're going to see a Dodge truck that Elvis gave to the police officer that we had met in Denver. So I think we're here. Let's go in. Hey, hey, Russell, Steven.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Moore.
This is the place, huh?
Yeah, come on in.
All right, cool, cool. Oh, yeah.
Joint.
Cool. So yeah, it's crazy to me that this truck, you know, Elvis gave away so many toys over the years, and you've benefited, you've been blessed, I guess, or however you want to put it, with this Dodge truck that Elvis bought Bobby Pietrafesso
Right.
out of Denver. We had met him prior, and he had shared with us this truck, and I was like, man, I'm a Dodge guy too.
Yeah.
And I had not known that Elvis had given away a Dodge truck. So I'm a Dodge guy, and I own one of Elvis's Dodge trucks as well.
Yeah.
So I thought, I got to track you down. So here we are. So tell me all about this.
Well, I saw it on eBay, and back in that time, I was collecting old power wagons and going all over the nation.
You're a diehard Dodge guy.
Big time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I saw this on eBay and called the guy up. He wanted $75,000 for it.
Oh, jeez.
I said, well, I can't do that. So we dropped it to 50, and finally he could tell that I would take care of it and restore it.
Sure.
He let me have it for 15.
Nice. Wow.
So I went to the bank, and here it is.
Nice. So when you got it, it was pretty much in this condition?
Yeah, well, no. Actually, if you come around here, the original grill had been cut here and here. It had a tube grill in there.
Oh,
I
really?
guess Bob did that. And it had a cow deflector on the front.
Right. Okay.
Well, I took that off, and I got an original grill, had it put on.
So you,
Or I put it on.
okay. So you're going back to originality.
Yes.
Okay.
And this trim on the side,
Right.
that's not original.
Okay. Okay. So you're a purist when it comes to restoration.
Well, this truck, no. Most trucks, I just like to get them mechanically up and going.
Sure.
But this is different because
Yes.
I want it to look like it did when Elvis bought it for
Right.
Bob.
It's and with the Elvis world, I mean, when you think of Elvis, you think of Cadillacs and Lincolns, and being we both are Elvis truck owners, there's, you know, he handed out, bought, gave away in the realm of 10 trucks, 10, 11 trucks. So there's not many.
Right.
But so when I see it, and especially you got a pickup, mine's a horse hauler, where you got a pickup, 4-wheel drive, I mean, this is the one to have.
Yeah. I wondered how many power wagons that he had bought. As far as I knew, this was the only one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. And he bought it new, and you've since obviously, did you meet Bobby Pietrafesso?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so you met him in person when you did the transaction and everything. Okay.
Right.
Great guy.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, Elvis gave it to him. We're actually going to, we had met with him and filmed his brother and did an interview. But he told us about the truck, so I immediately was like, I got to track the truck down. I got to figure out where it's at. So tell me about, like, the vehicle itself. It's a 76. It's a 100 series. Like, what's under the hood?
318.
318. Standard.
3-speed.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
3-speed automatic. It had an air conditioner originally. The compressor's still there, but it's not hooked up. That's about it. The seats are original seats, but they have covers on them.
Oh, okay.
He had them covered. He didn't want them to get messed up. And
Well, that's nice.
yeah,
A little preservation.
I hadn't even looked under the covers yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Uh-uh.
Okay. All right. So, from a restoration perspective, are you pretty much paint body guy? You do everything? Or are you more mechanical?
Some of both.
Some of both?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to take it back to original? Just
Original,
all
yeah.
original.
Get all that strapping off of it.
No, so this was added at a later date?
Yes.
This
I
wasn't-
think Bob did that.
Oh, did he? Okay. So he jazzed it up a bit
Mhm.
after Elvis gave it to him.
Right.
Was there a roll bar on the back at one point? Do you know, or did?
Yes, I think I think in that picture.
Okay.
I think you can see it.
And that picture was taken at Bob's house.
It's taken the day after Elvis bought it for him. Is all I know. I don't know.
Okay. We'll get
where
that.
It was.
We'll be sure and zero in on that. But from a documentation standpoint, you've got the paperwork from Bobby. I call him Bobby. Bob.
Right.
The canceled check, correct?
Yes.
Where Elvis
Yes.
wrote the check to buy this truck. The paperwork's probably now reflective in your name then, or is it?
Well, the title is
Okay.
in my name.
Okay.
I had it. You know, I had all that
Transferred over.
It's street legal now.
Okay. Okay.
I get it out when it warms up. I get it out a couple times a month.
Okay. So it's running. It's ready to roll.
It runs great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I'm envious. I really am. With me, I'm a car freak. I'm a car nut, like yourself, obviously.
Right.
But I mean, you got a great garage to work in and so forth. I don't have that luxury per se. And I'm clearly not like, I could troubleshoot, but I'm not a mechanical guy. If I wasn't doing what I'm doing here with you, like, tracking down music history and that sort of thing, if I could do anything else, I'd love to say I'm like a body guy, an automotive.
Right.
There's something fascinating about being able to look at this and think, okay, I can correct the rust, I can correct any blemish, so, I'm good at paint. I wish I could say that, but you're that guy. So,
Well, I don't know that I'll do this truck because I want it right.
okay.
And
You might take it to
it's
another
got some
level.
pretty, it's a little higher level because it's got some serious rust and. But I was told not to replace anything. Don't put another panel on.
Right.
Have it repaired. Keep it as original as possible.
No,
So.
I would say that is a smart move.
Yeah.
So on just when we're talking like body shop here stuff now. So and I guess this era of Dodge is rusted. I mean, so it's not,
They're really bad around the wheel wells.
okay.
See, look at that one. It's just
Oh yeah,
rusted
sure.
plumb through.
So on this, I mean, you might have to cut it out and put in new sheet metal.
Yes, you can buy just the pieces. Like you could probably buy from here down.
Oh, no kidding. So you don't have to get into the whole
and
quarter.
you just cut that and weld in the new piece. And
Okay.
same thing on these corners. You can buy just this corner.
Oh, okay. Now you're telling me something I didn't realize.
Yeah.
So enough people are restoring these today that somebody's manufacturing this for people like yourself that want to restore
They're
it.
kind of hard to find, but if you stay at it, you find them.
What do you think number-wise to restore this on the level you want it restored back to, like when Elvis gave it to Bobby?
Well, I'd say between 7,000 and 10,000.
Oh, really? So that's pretty affordable.
Yeah, it's not that bad around here. If it was in Dallas, it'd probably be 15 or 20.
Well, okay.
So everything's kind of relative.
So some good paint and body guys around here.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
there are.
You care if we peek inside?
Oh, go ahead.
So the seats are covered then.
Yes.
So this is like seat cover. So really, you got a pretty well preserved interior then for the
Oh
most
yeah, the
part.
interior's real good. The panels, these door panels have obviously been recovered.
Okay.
I would strip that off.
And go down to the original.
Right.
Okay. Mileage wise, how many miles did it have on it when you got it? Ballpark.
You know what? I never even paid attention.
Really?
Whatever's on there.
Bobby probably racked it up though.
Yeah, I think it's got 29,000. So 129,000.
Okay,
I'd
so
guess.
it's turned over probably. Okay.
Yeah. But as far as I know, the engine's never been touched.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Or
That's
the
a plus.
transmission.
Wow, that's a plus. And you say it runs
Runs
tight?
and drives great.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Can we look at some of the paperwork?
Sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. All right. So that,
Oh
yeah, there is a roll bar in the back.
Which is very, it screams of 70s with the roll bar.
Yeah. I won't put a roll bar back in it, but
But you did definitely do the grill right for sure.
Yeah.
So here's the check
right.
that Elvis wrote out to Skyline Dodge, which would have been in Denver. And this is what he paid: $8,694.40. Wow. Personal for EP. Pretty cool. I mean, it's so well documented. So you got original paperwork here, it looks like, to Robert, Bobby, Pietrofesso. And then you got a nice letter from Joe here that Joe signed off on. Did you get to meet Joe?
No.
Okay. Joe was Elvis's tour manager,
Right.
and I'd been around him multiple times. Super nice guy. But in the collector world, the memorabilia world, everybody always says, "Oh, you got a letter from Joe, man, it's gold." Because Joe was such a straightforward, honest guy. He never embellished in anything memorabilia related. If there's a letter from Joe, that certainly puts it over the top. So that's a nice addition to have with the truck from a documentation standpoint. And of course, these shots were actually, this shot was that. You familiar with this shot?
Yeah. Bob. That's Bob.
Right.
He said they made him an honorary captain.
Right.
Yeah. Did he tell you about that?
Yeah, sure did. Yeah, we did an interview with he and Ron and a couple of the other guys, and they shared a lot of stories. And this was actually taken, there was a funeral for a police officer, and Elvis wanted to dress up as a police officer for this funeral.
Okay.
So he dressed, the only thing that, the glasses, say EP, but he went as a cop, and a lot of people thought he was a police officer. In fact, someone even said, "You look like Elvis," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I hear that." And he played it off like he wasn't Elvis.
Wow.
But then they went to a restaurant afterwards, and I guess that Elvis was used to being recognized, and I guess he felt he wasn't being recognized. So he got up in the restaurant and started milling around dressed in the police officer's uniform, and went kind of table to table. And then he kind of like, "Yeah, I am Elvis." And then before you know it, it became kind of a frenzy. But that's a story these guys shared with me. And but this was 76, so he gave Robert, Bobby, this truck, and man, it's just.
This is a newspaper article about. I don't know if Bob showed it to you.
No, this is new.
It's about Denver newspaper, I guess, and it talks about
your Dodge truck.
Yeah, about the truck and Cadillac, and I think a Lincoln that he gave to some of the other officers.
Right. Yep. He handed out a slew of them in like a 2-day period. But yours was the only truck.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, is cool.
That's why I had to have it.
Yeah. So you had to be an Elvis fan.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Big time. Yeah.
So it wasn't just the Dodge factor. I mean, you're an Elvis guy through and through.
Right.
Did you grow up? Did you ever see him in concert?
No, he was here in '74, and I was 15 then.
Okay.
So I didn't go.
Okay.
And my dad was stationed at Fort Hood with him.
Really?
Yeah, my dad was getting out, and Elvis was getting in.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. No, my father went to Fort Hood. My dad was 10 years before Elvis and your father would have been.
Yeah.
So well, that's interesting. So we got some common ground here.
There you go.
So your dad listened to Elvis. You listened to Elvis. Your mother as well. Yeah. Okay. So the whole family.
Yeah, she would go to Fort Hood to pick up my dad. She'd watch Elvis. Girls just be all over the fence.
Oh, no kidding.
And we don't watch him march.
Oh yeah. Wow. Man, Texas. Elvis and Texas and Dodge, man. Doesn't get any better. This is so cool. So the truck, once you get it restored, you think you're going to hold on to it and just enjoy it? You think you might sell it?
I don't know.
I might have to talk to you.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I can't afford it after it's restored, but man, so many people, fans like ourselves, don't know where a lot of these vehicles end up. So I've kind of made it, being a car nut and an Elvis nut, both of us are. I mean, I think it's fair to say, I've enjoyed tracking down where they've all ended up, the condition they're in, the mileage,
the stories,
the point A to point B. Yeah. So I'm curious, when Elvis presented the truck, do you know, did he share with you how it ended up there? Did the dealership deliver it to the hotel, or?
Well, Bob wasn't around when Elvis bought it. He was asking Ron and some of the other guys, what does Bob want?
Right.
And they said, well, he wants a power wagon. So Elvis sent out one of his guys to buy it.
Right.
And they brought it to a parking lot. And Bob got back and they were sitting there watching TV. And Elvis said, let's go for a walk. I feel like getting out. They got out and they walked by and saw this truck.
Right.
And Elvis said, man, that's a nice truck. And Bob said, yeah, it sure is. And Elvis dangled the keys in front of his face and said, it's yours.
Wow, I love that.
That's a good story.
Oh, that was fantastic. So in the restoration process, how long do you think it'll take to get it back to the originality of it?
Probably 6 months to a year, just
okay.
depending on the money flow. And
No, understood.
I want to get the Imperial done first.
Sure.
So
sure.
But this is next.
Okay.
So,
is your you married?
yes.
Does your wife show interest in this?
Oh yeah, she likes it. She thinks it's cool.
Okay. All right. Cool. It's always a good thing if you're a car guy.
Yeah.
And your wife's involved. Otherwise, you're hiding all the parts you buy, right? and telling her what's in the package at the door.
I've got a bunch of stuff in here she don't know about.
Okay. All right. That's all right. Hey, does she come out here much?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. Hey, it's a man's garage,
That's right.
That's cool. Well, man, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Love the Lubbock hospitality here, and so glad this truck saved. I mean, really, you saved it, because if you hadn't have bought it, who knows?
Well, it was rusting away.
Yeah.
That's why. It's one of the reasons I keep it inside. Plus, I have it at the antique insurance.
Oh, sure.
You're supposed to keep them housed.
Yeah, sure.
But I would anyway.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, hey, next time maybe we'll see it when it's all done, and we'll take a spin, and then maybe we can talk about it being for sale.
Okay.
All right.
We'll see.
All right. Sounds great, man. Thank you so much. So here we are in Denver, Colorado again. We were here about a year ago, and if you check out our episodes, we had filmed a lot of the police officers that knew Elvis, hung out with him, and I dubbed them to be the Denver Mafia. Elvis gifted them many gifts, and most of them Cadillacs and Lincolns. One officer was gifted a Dodge pickup truck that we just filmed in Texas a few days ago. Well, we're back to the point of origin where Elvis gave that truck to the police officer here in the parking lot of the Stouffer's Inn in Denver, Colorado. And this was in the winter of 1976.